So just doing a quick video here, just replacing the fuel pump on a 2010 Mercedes C300. So the gas has to be below half. Like, this is how much I have, and it's right at the brim of the fuel pumps. So here's the pump. On that side is the transfer pump to pump the fuel from that side of the tank over to this side of the tank. And that's because it's 4-matic. Well, probably all of them have the hump in the middle. So it's kind of like a saddlebag type tank where you have two kind of halves almost. So this is the main pump here on the passenger side, right, North American. And just has one electrical connection, and then it has another one that's kind of just clipped on to the top of the pump, but that's not actually fastened to the pump or part of the pump. And to get it off, it has a metal ring here, kind of a new annoying style of holding the pumps in, and it's very hard to get. So if you are doing one, I'd order the tool right away to take it off properly. I think it's around 7 inches diameter, and then it'll come off correctly. I used a mallet, a screwdriver. Actually, these two were too small. I used actually a 5-pound sledgehammer and a long bar to finally crack it loose. But you risk damaging the fuel tank. It's just a plastic fuel tank, so you can't hit it that hard. So hopefully it'll be okay. It didn't damage the tank. But anyway, once that ring comes off, then the pump can come out. Get it off. Just kind of like that. So anyway, you get the picture. And then I'll get the wires off and take the pump out in a sec. Okay, got the wires off. You need 2 hands to get it, or sorry, unclip that one connection. What was that guy there? So you see how it unclips. So that guy is off. These guys are out of the way. Got the ring loose. As soon as you undo the ring, there's springs in the pump that will push up on the pump. So there's the retaining ring, which sucks. And here's the pump. And there's the fuel level right there. So it's just barely below the opening for the pump. And that's with the car on an angled driveway and raised in the rear. So definitely, I'd say a quarter tank would be a much smarter idea. But I'm at half and I'm ready to change the pump. So that's that. And then the pump will come out and all that. If I have any more problems, I'll try to video with them too. But just want to make this video so that, you know, to get the tool for this ring. It's not the old plastic style you can just knock around with a screwdriver and hammer. That ring's in there pretty good. Okay, so the new pump's in. It went really well. I was surprised. The float goes towards the front. So in the car, here's the old pump. And some gas rings. It's just like that, basically. So that's the front of the car. The float goes towards the front. It's only goes one way. It's really obvious. And then the 2 springs go in the back. That spring just fell out. And then just a one hose clips in here, just the transfer hose from the other tank or other side of the same tank. And then the one hose clips on there, and the new pump came with a little cap, so I put that on there. Anyway, so that goes in, and then there's a huge tang here that points to the front, and that's it. It's hold it down like that, put the ring on, hold it in the center, start the ring, and then that's it. So now we just have to knock the ring on, which shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully I don't break the tank doing that. And then that's about it. Plug the one connector back in, and hopefully it runs a lot better. This car was running fine, but on the highway at about 36 degrees Celsius ambient, it started to lose power, and then that low fuel pressure light came up. So I had to pull over a couple times, let it cool, and the fuel rails on top of the engine, just above the intake manifold, were like not red hot, but they're really hot. So it looks like it was boiling the fuel. So hopefully this new pump will have a few more PSI to keep the fuel from boiling, pressurize it up and get more power, even at high temperatures. Okay, got the cover back on. Just 4 bolts with 8mm heads or 5/16. And just flop this back. I believe through the seat belts. This tool is required. There's a couple screwdrivers, your 8mm measuring tape to find out how big that ring is that you can get off. The new seal, which I just use the Mercedes seal, is probably better anyway. 5-pound sledgehammer or small hammer, and a long bar to crank that ring off. But definitely buy the tool first so you don't damage anything. Oh, the seat actually clips into here in the back, and then these things go through the little white tabs in the front, so it'll clip onto these white hooks right here. Or in this case, it's a white car, but clip on these hooks right here, and then go into there to hold it. That's it.